Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia's offense will take the first swing of the game. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Wildcats offense has the ball for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Trying play action. Getting some heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They go to the ground. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Tackled, but he has a first down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. Give to the back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. The Dogs have this offense rolling. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got him downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia!
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. They're trailing by 9 to Vanderbilt.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They're working that left side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. It's caught. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He wants to throw it again. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the 1st half. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Flips it out in the flat. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He finds his man. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. He's gonna pass. They're bringing heat. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, men. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
They're trying to get to, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Got it near midfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He lets it fly. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Dogs! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the... And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the big dog got him again, and Georgia can be judicious when they blitz because they get pressure from the guys up front.
So nice having a defensive line that hunts. And year after year, Georgia finds these guys, but the double guys, the guys that can double sacks in a game, double-digit sacks in a season, these guys make your defense really special.
They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly complete. Stopped after making the catch. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Got room at the 35. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. On the move, he fires. He's got it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. He wants to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Second down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. Kentucky right back to the line.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
It's caught. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Trying to get to him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They keep attacking through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you.